Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Aries Moon Arcana. I hope you guys are doing just wonderfully. Sorry it's been a little while. I know that I missed a video or two, I think just one. If you would like to know more about my hiatus and what's been going on with me, I have a video that I have prepared to just kind of as an intro to this particular series. Also in that video, I will explain kind of what Mercury retrograde is about, which is what this video is all about. So if you're kind of new to astrology or tarot and you're not really sure what Mercury in retrograde means and you don't feel like reading the millions of articles there are about it, you could just listen to me talk about it in that little video. So that's at the beginning of the playlist. So yeah, basically that's that. So in Mercury retrograde, a lot of people say it's all about, not signing contract or going on vacation, expecting lots of electronic breakdowns and all these problems. I'm just not a subscriber in that because problems happen all the time, whether or not it's Mercury retrograde. So I more think about it like reassessing. Time to kind of slow down and reassess specific things in our lives and where we're at and all that good stuff. So what I did was I pulled an oracle card for you, looking at sort of what you need to maybe redirect your energy on or refocus on. And I got the Queen of Pentacles. So that's lady boss energy big time. So we're looking at some refocusing on being like lady boss big time. Unless you're a man, then it's man boss. But it's a Queen of Pentacles, so it's the energy of the feminine energy is mixed with the masculine energies. Financial independence is a really big part of it, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever. I don't mean to be cis crazy over here. Whatever is going on, it's that energy of just having a full balanced life of everything, and the pentacles are the financial structures. And so there's a lot of like reevaluating what's important to you. I'm having the feeling for this Mercury retrograde, and I think that's really great because you can kind of redirect your focus on becoming a boss bitch. And that's just what we always want. So without further ado, I will bring you down to my stage. And let's get it poppin', y'all. Okay. First, we are going to cleanse the cards. All right, for Taurus. We want to know what's going on with Taurus. So we're going to clear the cards of any other energy from before. Clean slate. Okay. And we will start with the Golden Universal. My tried and true trusty tarot cards. All right, Taurus, what's going on here? I'm seeing this focus on needing to become that lady boss, that boss bitch, that like powerhouse of like work-life balance, of having the emotional structures in the home, family life structures, any children involved, having them be taken care of in a good way, and also having your finances on lock. I see this as wanting to become really solid emotionally also for the people in your life, because that is a big part of being a boss. And it's always attributed with women because for some reason men aren't supposed to have good relationships with their family members. That's some old school shit. But yeah, I'm just seeing wanting some energy, that's a big part of it, is the work-life balance, I guess you could say. And I'm seeing you really, really focusing on the long-term security, financially speaking. And so, boss bitch energy. Here. Let's get right into it, shall we? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Queen of Cups. Ace of Swords reversed. Two of Swords reversed. Queen of Wands reversed. How interesting. I'm going to pick one more. And there's your Ace of Cups. So, how interesting. This is a very ace-y, queeny energy. No wonder I keep saying lady boss and boss bitch. There's a lot of femme going on here. A lot of feminine energy. I only see women. I think the only masculine thing I'm seeing here, honestly, is this Ace of Swords. So yeah, I'm seeing some sort of like, I don't know, are you feeling maybe kind of stuck between, sort of stuck between your own inner truths and what you believe stability to be? I don't know that you know that they can be the same, perhaps, but your cups are surrounding you. The Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups are two really important cards in the deck. And I love that they're kind of, they're bookending this entire reading. And the oracle message being the Queen of Pentacles. I'm just seeing, like I was saying, you want that work-life balance big time. And I think that maybe you're feeling like you have the abundance of the emotional support, that you're solid with that. And now I'm feeling like you're having a hard time with the other stuff, maybe? So perhaps you're having a hard time with like the impetus to maybe make some money. Maybe you're not feeling like you're being very much of a self-starter right now. You're not really taking the initiative, and you're sitting on the fence about some stuff. Because I think maybe because you're feeling emotionally solid, you think that's enough, and you think that everything else is just going to kind of fall into place. And listen, I don't disagree that having your emotions in place and solid and stuff is kind of the foundation from which all other things can grow. I agree with that. But I think since you've mastered that to a certain extent, I think now, during this Mercury retrograde, with that mastery, I think you're going to kind of look back a little bit onto the parts of your life that it just didn't feel like you had the impetus to really begin something new or take charge with something. But I don't think you want to sit on that fence anymore, right? Because we've got these two guys, which are solid. The emotional foundations are solid. And then these two here, Ace of Swords reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed, which is like impetus and passion for change and new ideas and starting to build that stability and having the ideas that are really going to get you there. And then there's you, right in the center, Two of Swords reversed, sitting on a fence, I see. But since it's reversed, I'm thinking it means you want to move off of that fence. You want to, but you don't want to move in a different, in one direction versus the other. You want everything to come together. And you don't want to rock your emotional stability right now. So let's get some clarity into these things, because this is very interesting and also a very lovely spread of cards, really, if you can tap into that energy, because it's great energy. You just need to know kind of how to wield it and what to do. So let's get some clarity on the Queen of Cups to start. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. For Taurus, for Mercury retrograde, we've got some emotional stability here. You know what? I'm not going to do this like I normally do it because it's speaking to me in such a particular way. I'm going to pull for these two first. So we're going to go for our Queen of Cups and our Ace of Cups. And we're going to drop a bunch of cards. Hold on, please. Let's get them up. All right. No, those do not count as jumpers. Not going to happen. All right. Let's get some clarity, please, for Taurus. We've got some emotional stability going on. So they're good on that. They're feeling really solid. I feel like you guys feel like you've made a lot of strides emotionally. Like you've kind of reached one of the summits, you know, you've like climbed this mountain and now you're at the summit and then you're ready to look at the next summit. But you're like, oh, I think it can be other things because emotionally speaking, I'm okay. So let's get some clarity on these two cards, please. Since I'm seeing them together, I'm gonna just pull all the cards outright. Page of Cups reversed, Seven of Wands, Two of Pentacles, King of Swords reversed, Page of Swords reversed, the Moon reversed. You've overcome a lot. A very intensely large amount. You've kind of outgrown some seriously like immature emotional capacity. Something where you were kind of limited emotionally has been restored or broken free from. Something that was confusing. Just I think your own ability to lie to yourself and create emotional turmoil and chaos and just be so sharp and cutting and hurtful to yourself in the way that you speak to yourself, and having that kind of bleed out into the way that you speak to other people. I think all of this has really been rectified and worked on, and you're like standing a lot stronger now with that Seven of Wands. You're like, you're onto it. All of these are fucking reversed. You know, your King and Page of Swords, those guys are assholes, you know, when they're reversed, but you were an asshole to yourself here for a long time. And so much confusion. I can see you experiencing so much confusion over, I think, a lifetime. This is stuff that takes forever to figure out. And the Page of Cups reversed, that being like a part of you that was immature. There's been some sort of growth here recently, some sort of big burst of maturity on some level. That the way that you've kind of looked out into the world, something about your attitude or behavior towards the world has shifted in a really positive way. And you're really standing strong in that energy. And because of all of that stuff that you've really rectified and you've gotten yourself here to this solid, stable emotional state, you're standing tall and you're really seeing how much you need to balance that work-life shit. You need that money balance too. So you are like, okay, maybe, you know, maybe what I'm seeing here is like, maybe you used to let emotional issues kind of destroy your impetus to do other things, or they always took precedent. Your emotional state always took precedent over your job or your work or something going on. Always, every day, if there was an issue emotionally, everything else had to be put on hold because you needed to deal with that stuff first and you needed to go through it. And it was so visceral and so fucking intense that it felt like it had to be that way. I think you've moved out of that energy. I don't think that that's somewhere you live anymore. I think that you are like, you know what? I know how to kind of have a control over my emotions now, where I can say, all right, you know what? I'm feeling this way about something, but I'm also like, I've got these other things I need to do. I need to balance my life. I'm going to go focus on that. That's what I'm seeing here, is your ability now, because of your like solidity in your emotional state currently, you're able to start to look at the rest of your life and be like, yo, I can't be sitting on this fence anymore. How do I figure out how to get the rest of my life going too and get that work-life balance? So I'm seeing you put a lot of work in. A lot of work in. I want to make sure you guys can still see it. Okay. Yeah, you've put a lot of work in. I'm going to pull you last. I'm going to pull these two together. All right, we've got the Ace of Swords reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed. So this is what I'm saying. You're like, I feel like you were sitting in the middle of these, like almost kind of like, I don't know, you're like, whoa, I don't have any fucking ideas. I don't have any fucking passion or impetus towards anything in particular. And I don't know how to jumpstart that. I don't know how to get those things done. All my life, I've paid so much attention to my emotional state. And now that I don't have to coddle it or focus on it so much anymore, what the fuck now? What do I do now? And so you've got these like really powerful energies behind you, backing you, but they're reversed because you have to, there's something about, you need to jump off of that fence. And you don't have to go in one direction or the other. You just have to get off the goddamn fence because you need to start making some choices here. Because it's time to like open your shit up. So we want to get some clarity with the Ace of Swords reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed here. Wheel of Fortune, King of Cups, Five of Cups reversed, Hierophant, there you are, Eight of Cups reversed, and the Chariot reversed. Yeah, I feel like you haven't made, you like haven't felt like you could make decisions. You know, you've really had to heal, emotionally speaking, and come out on top. And you've had to plan, because you've been able to move away from those emotional things and not be so focused on them as a core part, you know, you've gotten into this King of Cups energy where you're kind of, it's almost like you've mastered it, right? That's what we were saying before with these. The King of Cups is now here. He's the height of the Cups court cards. It goes all the way up to that point. So he's mastered it. He's mastered his own destiny in that way as well too, you know, and that's you. You've been able to master your emotions, and because of that, your destiny, because you were able to kind of heal whatever emotion. I don't know what the problem was. There can be a million reasons for having emotional, you know, or having a difficult time controlling emotions. I mean, nobody can really control emotions, but you know what I mean, right? Like, it's different if it takes over your entire life and you have to call out of work, you know, like once a week or a couple times a month because of it, that's a problem. That means that there's something wrong with the way that you regulate your emotions. That's it. There's no way around it. If you're losing money because of that, something isn't working. And so you've kind of moved out of that stage where you don't feel that you need to be doing that so much anymore. But you're not quite at that point where that's what's gonna, you're gestating. You're gestating. So you have these ideas, right? It's like you do have the ideas, I guess, now that I'm looking at it. But I don't think anything's come to fruition yet. I think you need to start planning. This is where you don't move. This is, you know, this is where you stay still. Hierophant, that's you. Eight of Cups reversed, not going anywhere. Chariot reversed, not going anywhere. Sitting still, stubborn, and staying still. So you're a little stuck right now, and I guess maybe that's this feeling, this Two of Swords reversed feeling. You're stuck. You want to go from the Ace to the Two of Swords to the Three of Swords. You want to move past, move through. Nobody wants to go to the Three of Swords, but you know what I mean. You want to get through it. You got to go through it and move past it. But there's something here where I think you've gone through so much work that you just need a rest. So really, maybe what's going on here is this boss bitch energy that I'm feeling doesn't mean fucking like making that money and like getting on your groove and your grind every second of every day. I'm actually kind of seeing the opposite here. Where in order to feel like a boss bitch, you need to readjust. Now that you've figured out so many parts of your emotional state and like what your needs are and how to really address them and appropriately deal with them, it's maybe time for you to kind of take that step back and sit with them and think about them. You don't have to, maybe you don't have to get off that fence. Maybe you can when you're ready, but you'll know when you're ready. You don't have to push it. These two energies will be upright when it's time and when you're ready. You know what I mean? You won't really have to worry about that so much. So I'm seeing it more like being a boss bitch means taking the best care of yourself possible. And letting yourself sit and kind of congratulate yourself with this new emotional recovery and just like maturity that you've reached. I do think it took a lot of fucking work. God damn, it took a lot of work to get there. But you're finally there. It hurt, it sucked, it was rough. You're finally there. I mean, you're not done. Nobody's ever done growing, but you know what I mean? You've reached this new level. And it's okay for now to just kind of sit and wait for the new ideas to come to you. You don't have to be as successful at everything as you are with your emotions right now. It's okay. One thing at a time. It comes when it's ready, and you get to it when you're ready. You know? I know Taurus are known for being couch potatoes, but I don't actually really think that that's true. I think there's a lot of ambition there. And I think that when you guys are fucking really ready for something, you get really excited and you go and you get the idea and you get all the impetus and you get that energy going, and then you just start fucking executing. And I think that you'll get there if you just let yourself kind of sit still and be that Hierophant instead, planning what you're gonna do, taking your new ideas, feeling like you've really grabbed fate by the balls, and coming up with ideas, and then just sitting with them and planning instead of just going for it. You need to be planning out what you're gonna do. So let's get a little bit further clarity here. I've got this Two of Swords reversed here. You know, this on the fence energy, which I think actually turns out is probably the best thing for you right now. I think that's okay for you right now. So let's see what we got going on for the clarity here, Taurus. Three of Cups, Two of Wands reversed, and the Empress reversed. Yeah, I mean, I think you're more concerned that you're not making more money, or like activating some more entrepreneurial spirit or side of yourselves. I think you're a little disappointed and a little angry. I don't know though, you want to party down. I'm seeing some like, we really want to celebrate your victories and the fact that you can maybe go outside now. You know, you want to fucking hang out and get to it and maybe put off. I think you're putting it off, but I don't think it's a bad thing. I don't know why, I just don't. You've reached this new summit and you're just like, let's set up camp at this new summit and fucking party down. Let's just do it. You know, let's like put this planning mode on hold, you know, and like put this like total devotion to myself on hold, because you just want to kind of hang out right now and enjoy and reap your rewards. I think that's okay, Taurus. I think you deserve a break, considering that you've been through hell. Take a break. Take a break. You deserve it. If you really need it, you need it. And I'd say you need it. Because you need to sit and gestate. It's gestation time. That's what this is. Mercury retrograde is not about doing anything other than gestating. Ideas will come to you. You'll be able to plan on them and plan them out during this time, but you won't have to act yet. You can just gestate. So I think that's a really good thing. You know, I see zero impulsivity here, which is always a good thing. All right, let's see if maybe we can get some outcome cards or summation cards or just some messages if we missed something for Taurus for Mercury in retrograde. All right. Let's do it. Four of Wands. Death reversed. Yeah, you don't want to make any changes right now. You don't want to make any changes. You want to sit in your stable home that you've created because your emotional state is great right now. You want to just enjoy it. You don't want the change to come quite yet. And honestly, I think that's okay. I don't think it's coming for you anyway. I think it'll happen when it's time and when it's ready to happen and when you're ready for it to happen. I don't see anything being forced on you, and I don't see any reason to force anything on yourself. Take your time. Enjoy this. Reward yourself for all the hard work you've done. I think you deserve it. I think it's been a tough life for some of y'all. And you just like, you're like, well, aren't I doing something wrong by not constantly like blah, 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 moving and deciding and making money and fucking blah, 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 and moving up and moving up and moving up. And it's like, no, calm down. You just did so much stuff. You just reached a summit. Set up camp, chill the fuck out. Don't worry about those changes right now. Just set up, make your camp gorgeous right now. Make your camp nice. Hang out there for a couple months. Maybe don't move until you have to. You know, like the nomads. Maybe it's nice weather for the season. Just hang out for a little bit. Hang out for a couple months. I don't know, maybe the whole time Mercury's in retrograde. Just relax. All your ideas will come to you in time when they're ready. You don't have to force anything. So I think that's what's going on. You've got some boss bitch energy, but it's all about your emotional state. It's not about making that money right now, because you're like, I'll make the money when it's time to make the money. Right now, I need to make sure that my foundations are solid, because that's the jumping off point. So thank you so much, Taurus, for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment, share. I always love it when I get feedback. My schedule for upcoming videos is in the description box below, as is my Etsy store if you want a personal reading from me. La 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 la. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.